Hey everybody, welcome back to ChaseyKPlays. I'm Chase Kennedy, Chasey K himself, and we're here to not play more Split Fiction. Stranger Than Split Fiction will happen again probably next week, but soon. I was out of town over the weekend when Bobby and I would normally record, and just didn't end up working out, so I thought I would show you a different game instead. This is Warriors Abyss, a game that came out in February of 2025, and it was announced and like stealth dropped at the Sony State of Play, and I don't think a lot of people played it, and I don't think a lot of people talked about it, but I like it, and I think it's neat, so I wanted to show it off. I don't know if my camera's in the right spot, but we'll find out as we play this. So this is, hey, have you played Hades? Hades is good, right? I like Hades. Lots of people do. This is kind of like... Wait, oh, excuse me. Whoa, what? It's been a bit since I played this game. Why? Why is Ryza? Why is Ryza in this game now? Okay. It has been a bit for me, so they've added heroes from the Atelier games. That's wild. Okay. Oh, of course, and they all have bathing suit versions. Why wouldn't they? Sure. Okay. Why Ryza has... Why does Ryza have blonde hair now? That's not my Ryza. That's... Okay. That's weird. We'll get back to that. So if you've played Hades, this is a little bit like Hades, where you are going through a dungeon and you're going through different levels of it. You are stacking up power-ups. It's actually a little bit more like Vampire Survivors than Hades, but I think it has elements of both of those things. It's a run-based game, and so I guess we can go into our... No, we won't worry about that. We'll go into our select... No. We'll go into the Hall Abundant Souls. Let's show you something just a lot. Something overwhelming. These are all the playable characters in this game. The ones that are lit up are the ones that I've unlocked. Where the hell's... Oh, there you are. Oh, that's Sophie. Where's Ryza? Where's Ryza? Everybody should be asking, where's Ryza? That's not Ryza. Oh, I'm sure they made Ryza really expensive and hard to get. The one people care about. Where the hell's Ryza? Am I blind? Sophie? Yumiya? Oh, she's right in the center. 3,500. That's not terrible, and I'd only need to get 1,500... Okay, we can probably do that. You know what? Let's make that our goal for this episode. We're going to try to unlock Ryza. Anyway, these are all the main characters, or all the characters you can play as. And these are characters both from Dynasty Warriors, like Guan Yu here, very important historical figure in Chinese history. And then also Samurai Warriors. So you've got your Nobunaga Odas here as well. So two famous Konami franchises, Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, slammed together, which some call Warriors Orochi, because that's a different game they made that include both of these factions of series into them. But in this game, they throw them all together for this kind of roguelite game, run-based thing. So let's just choose one. Let's just choose a hero to play. One of the things they do here, I'll move my camera again to give you a little better view of what's happening here. So you have all these different people, and they do break them up into different ways. So like here is people from Wei in Dynasty Warriors, and you've got all the people that I guess if you played Dynasty Warriors, you would know Cao Ren. I know Cao Ren. I've read the books. The books are great. People should read the books. But you've got Wei and Wu and Shu and, all your favorites. But then you also have Samurai Warriors guys from the different factions there. A couple of others that are, Goemon's weird kind of dude that's just in there in some places. You can also favorite any of these guys, so I've favorited my boys over here: Guan Yu, Zhao Yun, Gan Ning, Ma Chao, Hanzo Hattori. Gotta love Hanzo Hattori, and Zhang Liao. Big fans of all these guys. So I just like these guys. I actually don't know. I think I've played with each of them maybe once in these runs. So I don't know if they're particularly the best characters in this game, but I just love them. And then anybody who's got like the blue fire symbol in the top right corner of their portrait, that means that they get bonus. I forgot what they call them. Souls. Let's just call them souls. They get bonus souls for playing as that character on this run, to encourage you to play with other characters, and then that is what you use to the currency you use to unlock these characters. No microtransactions in this game that I've seen so far, or if there are, you don't have to use them. So you know what? We'll just go, since he got a little blue flame and he's one of my favorites. Let's go with Zhang Liao. And so he does have, like you can see on the top right there, his unrivaled blade and his attack stuff that he gets, and he's got some this is Dynasty Warriors attack strings. If you've played any of those kinds of games, this is similar to that, but it's kind of in a like isometric Hades or Diablo style. And then each character also has different emblems that they come with, and then like a number of different tags that allow them to synergize with other different characters as we play. So we will choose Zhang Liao, and we'll get in there. So he starts with those, because he has those emblems, he starts with those bonuses. When you get different emblems, different levels of emblems, you get different bonuses on these things as well. So here I am. I'm doing regular kinds of attack strings, light, heavies, and that was it. That's level 1. That's level 1 right there. I just needed to kill 30 of them. I killed 30 of them. So when you're done with that, when you're done with each floor, you get a few things to do. One of those things is you go to the crystal sapling here, the peach tree for Dynasty Warriors people. And then you get an option of 3 different heroes that you can add to your support group. Like you don't play as these characters, but they are kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom assist characters that can come out at some points, and they also have their own emblems. So you see he's got that shield there. I think that's power or something like that, and then ice is the snowflake one, as you could imagine. Zhurong, that is speed and fire, and then Gracia here just has charm. So, and then what am I seeing here on the left there? I don't really feel like there's a good place to put my camera. Maybe here? Maybe here. We'll see. And okay, so this is telling you what they do when they have summoning skills. So when you bring them out as kind of these assist characters, what they do. So you know what? Generally, what you should be doing is, if you see the bottom right, you see that kind of number, the 32, 52, and then you're seeing how much choosing each of these characters would add. Let's just go with Toto here, because he adds the most. So we've got charge, so we'll deal damage when we touch enemies while evading. Evading is very important in this game, and it's nice to be able to have that ability to deal some damage and potentially knock some enemies off their animations and off their attacks by being able to dodge and still do a little damage. And then our ice power is upgraded, so now we've got some ice attribute. So once you do that, then you get to choose where do you want to go next. Actually, I guess I should do this one first. So you have this war banner, and this is where you basically put all of the characters that you've summoned so far. Right now we only have one character, so he's just in there. But when you start getting more characters, you get to pick who slots in here, because you only get 6 slots here. Anybody else you have is still, they're just inactive. So these are our 6 active slots of heroes that we can have in here, and that's where the synergies come from, and that's where you can really pile up some stats. So as we get more characters, that'll become more relevant. So this here says what our we get our choice of what our next level is going to be. So our next level could be You know, one where we get heroes with the Slay emblem. Slay is just one of, you see it on the bottom right, there's a bunch of things that have zeros and ones next to them. Those are all the different emblems that we can get. Slay, I think's fine. And we got speed. Speed is incredibly important, I think, in this game. So we could go and guarantee we get some heroes with speed if we were trying to up our speed quotient here to be able to, you know, when it gets to certain levels, we get extra abilities with speed. So that could be a really good one. But I think we just, Embers, that's what they're called, not souls. So I think we just, you know, if we're going for Ryza, we want the ones with the emblems, or the Embers. So we'll go in here, make sure that we get a few extra Embers out of this next fight. And now we got to kill 40 enemies. I bet it'll go similarly to before. Basically, purple in this game is bad. Get out of the way if you see an enemy doing a purple attack. Or knock them out of their animation. That's also possible. Okay, so I just get to choose one of these as a free one. So I've got Wisdom, Vigor, or Bolt. We have Bolt already, so this would upgrade it to level 2. Let's do that, even though it's, you know, technically the worst one, but it's going to help us in the long run if you get more of the same emblems. Okay, so let's open up, and we got 500 Karma Embers. Ryza is so close. So we can do that again. We can go to just a regular crystal sapling, or we can go to this King's Cauldron and use our Tears of Blood, which are in the bottom right, the red thing where it says we have 200. 200 is not going to buy us much this early on, so that's probably a bit of a waste. So let's just go get more Karma Embers. As a person who loves Romance of the Three Kingdoms and Dynasty Warriors, you're not getting any story here. The second skill is pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you're not getting any story here, but you do get to see the characters that you like doing stuff. And you know what? That's good enough for me sometimes. It's just to see the guys that I like. More embers. Let's go with speed. Speed's really good. I have been playing a lot of Dynasty Warriors Origins. I've completed that game through with the Wu faction, but I'd like to go back and play with the other characters, the other factions. So hopefully I can do that somewhat soon. Oh, get out of the way. I did take a little damage there. You are invulnerable when you are dashing, or maybe you don't start invincible. Maybe you have to get some points of speed first. Yeah, there you go. Once I get a point of speed, you see in the top right, invulnerable evade. That's what I need. So I could get Zhang He. He's also a Wei general, so he does synergize quite well with Zhang Liao. Kunoichi and Naomasa here. I think Zhang He is certainly the one to go with because he also gets us another ice, which is useful. Freezing enemies is a useful thing. Speed's good, and then if we can get more, I believe Zhang Liao is also part of the 5-way elite, so that would be nice to get all 5. All right, so we could get another guy with an ice ability. A mission. So if we unlock the mission, I think we get like an extra chest at the end, which could be more Karma Embers. Yeah, let's just do that. So it is still relatively mindless. It is square, 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 triangle. You know? And different combinations of square and triangle are going to get you different kinds of attacks here. It is... Oop, there you go. There, I summoned a dude. I think they summon on specific attack strings. But then you also get these missions every once in a while. So we did this one that specifically had one. I need to defeat the Punished Soul It is not an illusion within a minute, so let's find a Punished Soul here. Okay, they're showing up on the screen where they are. So let's run. You're a Punished Soul. Are you the Punished Soul? Who knows? Using my Musou attack. That guy was an illusion. Great. That's awesome. Zhang Liao here, pretty slow it seems. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage too. Not good. We might not get this one. Oh, that was the Punish Soul. Perfect. Okay. So I'm taking a decent amount of damage. There are ways to get your health back. Okay, we just got a full Musou gauge. That's all right. Xu Huang, another part of the 5-way elite. We like him. Zhang Fei, though, he gives us double attack emblems, which is kind of nice. Or double, not attacks. They're vigor, I think is what they call them. And then Sonata. I think we go with Xu Huang here. He is gold because I think gold ones are ones that have extra conditions with them. Like you get more bonuses. Oh, I can also reroll. I didn't actually know you could reroll, but no. We definitely want Xu Huang. So we will take him. So now I can interrupt telegraphed attacks. That's a really important one. So any of those purple attacks, those are the telegraphed attacks. Now, if I just hit a guy with a charge attack, it has to be a charge attack, but you can knock them out of their animations, which is very useful. So let's go to the form now. And then I just kind of use Enma's recommendation. This one I don't know. I don't really understand where they should go in this set. So sometimes I'll just go, yeah, hey, man, you just tell me where they should go. And he goes, oh, yeah, definitely Zhang He needs to be on the bottom right and Xu Huang needs to be on the very right. You'll also get different formations. You can unlock different formations as you go through a run. I only have the keyhole available now, but there are other ones that will give you different effects. So this one gives me plus 5% in defense. But, you know, there's other ones that can increase attack or increase different things. Enma, by the way, is the character who brought you here. So if you've ever played Final Fantasy Dissidia, which I would not blame you if you haven't. That's the Final Fantasy arena-based fighting game, which I kind of like. I kind of like it. It was for the PSP, and then it had the sequel Duodecim, which I also played the hell out of. And then they made a console one that was bad, and I didn't play it, and I guess that kind of killed the whole series. But it's somewhat similar, where, hey, a god brought you to go be their champion. So I'm Enma's champion, and I forgot the guy's name who I'm facing here. It might still just be Chaos, which was the enemy in Final Fantasy as well. But you're the champion here. You have to go and fight on Enma's behalf to... I guess we're going through the layers of hell to kind of got like a Dante thing going on here. And we're trying to get hell, get the afterlife under control and back under Enma's control. And that's why they brought us here. So we're going to try to do right by Enma. All right, when you see the electricity, that means it's a danger zone. And these are just harder enemies generally, and you get better rewards with that. So why not? Let's jump in. We also got an extra little bonus here. So I can guarantee that Sin Spewers, which are kind of they sit in the middle and just shoot stuff at you. We've seen a couple on this run so far, but we can make sure that they don't appear, which is nice. But it also increases all enemies' defense by 10% for just this one phase. But it will make this harder, and it's already harder. We don't really need that. But this one is also kind of bad. bad. It does reduce their defense for 5 phases, so you get an extra bonus. That's nice. But it makes them stronger for this one. You know what? We're going to try this one, because we're going to try not to get hit. That's always the goal. You can't just keep dodging infinitely. Your dodge... we can take a little damage there. Decoy Warrior. Where is the Decoy Warrior? Do I even see... Oh, he's just on the field already. So we'll just go use our Musou on him and say, get out of here. Not bad. We got a new formation, so we can use the Crescent Moon. I think that gives us more attack, if I remember right. Pang Tong. He's from the Shu army. Lu Xun. I just made a commander deck in Magic the Gathering with the Lu Xun card, so I might just go with him because I like him. And honestly, all these are kind of bad. We could re-roll. Yeah, I guess we should just re-roll. Let's re-roll. That's better. He's from Wei. He would upgrade our ice. That's nice. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what do we do care about skill, so let's go ahead and keep with the skill. So this is just jumps. You can just jump back and forth. Summon Zhu Huang. Summoning no more guys. Pretty much, it's just stay out of the purple. That is really what this game is. Until you get to the boss fights, then it gets a little different. We could go strength. Yeah, let's get a little bit more defense. And we're about to do a boss. Anybody good here? That's that useful to us. You're not that useful to us. You to upgrade ice. I think we can reroll. That's actually pretty good. Those are the emblems we want. Xiao Yun gives us the same emblems, though. Yeah, let's go with Xiao Yun. All right, we will. Let's select our formation. Let's go to this Crescent Moon. Increases attack for the player by 2% for every Slay emblem. I think we only have one Slay emblem, so that's maybe not so good. Maybe, I guess we keep on Keyhole then. And Enma, why don't you toss them? Wait a minute. Enma put us into Crescent Moon anyway, so you know what? If Enma says so, I guess we're doing it. All right. Well, let's see what a boss is like. So the bosses, I'd say, are pretty tough in this game. They do have patterns that you can recognize, but I think they're still difficult regardless. I have gotten through this guy a number of times, but he's not easy. I've also lost to him quite a bit. But he's kind of big and slow, but he's got big rangy attacks. When they're yellow like this, when you smack them, you get some Musou gauge. So I'm going to use my Musou right now. I took a hit. Didn't want to do that. So that was all to get his shield down. So now I'm actually doing real damage to him. And this only lasts for a little while longer. So now we're going to go into the second phase. Second phase is where they start bringing everybody. Ah, I took another hit. I don't really want to be taking hits if I can help it. I feel like he actually hasn't been attacking that much in the grand scheme of things. Ooh, man, I keep taking hits. Okay, I'm gonna use my R2, which gives me all the guys that I brought in, and we do a bunch of big damage, so I can defeat that guy relatively quickly. So that's not terrible. We'll take speed. Speed is really useful. So that increases our just movement speed by 10%. Zhang Liao is one of the slower guys I've played with. All right, so we get a box. What's in the box? So we can increase our max health by 30%. That's not terrible. Makes danger zones stop appearing for 10 phases, and it increases the amount of karma embers we get. That's... I guess we'll probably go with that. This is kind of like an artifact that you just get for the run. I guess we go with the thing that... I mean, I don't really mind the danger zones, but I do want the karma embers, so let's go with that. And I guess there's not really anybody to form. So we'll just move on. So that was kind of the first level. There's 4 levels of hell, and each of them have, I think, 8 phases, they said. So now we're on the wintry one. When you get speed up enough, you get like a double dodge, which is, I think that's when the game starts to get a little nuts, where you're just like dashing through everything. When you can have your dash do a little damage and interrupt people, it just feels like you get so much more to this. Okay, so we'll unlock attack actions. Okay, so that just adds more things I can do through my combo strings. Not bad. And another guy. So this guy helps us. Speed's great. We like that. And then Slay is gonna give us more for our Crescent Moon. So I guess we go with Sasuke. And then I guess more speed. More skill is pretty good too, but let's go with speed. So in these phases, you see in the top left, I need to just kill a certain amount of enemies. So it kind of doesn't matter that I'm hitting big guys or small guys. I just need to get a certain amount. So it's really just about avoiding damage and killing as many dudes as you can. This is really good. That gives us all the things we want. That gives us our double evasion, which you'd really like. Ooh, Gan Ning, though, gives us another Slay. He is one of my favorites, too. But you see how she gives us a 3,000 boost. That's really nice. And then Konoichi is fine. Man, that's tough. I think we gotta go with the one that hits more of our emblems. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's really good. All right. I guess now we should just make sure we've got enough for... We've got a full group here. In fact, we're missing our girl. So, yeah, she slots in there now. So I could switch my heroes. So I've got Zhang He's on the outside looking in. But this is what Enma thinks my best setup is, so I guess we will go with it. I think if we got more of the Wei generals, it might slot it back in there as our best options. But with the emblems that we have so far, this is probably what makes the most sense. You know, we're actually doing okay. Having the extra bolt attribute on our attacks is really nice, and now we can upgrade that even further if we want. Oh, temporary invulnerability. That's always nice. Or we can also apply ice attribute. Man, these are all good. I guess we apply ice attribute, so now we're getting shock and freeze on guys, which could be useful. I will tell you, there are a lot of little numbers and things flying around on the screen and little upgrades, and I don't really know what a lot of this stuff does, but it's just kind of fun. So we do the peach tree, which increases our maximum health. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I just knew it increased our health. We could go and make sure that we get Tears of Blood. We already got 3,000. I haven't really seen a cauldron. I've seen a couple cauldrons. I've just skipped them. Let's do the mission. Because the box can also include Karma Embers. So on our goal to get more Karma Embers. Although I think we actually have enough already. So those big purple things are these waves that, like, specific guys set up. And so far, we haven't really had one that's been an issue. We need to get out of there. Gotta find the decoy warrior. Where are they? I'm gonna guess they're right where my camera is. That's why I can't see them. You're an unrepentant soul. Where? Uh-oh. Get out of the way. Yeah, okay. He was over there. There you are. Well, you're dead now. Let's throw a Musou attack at him. Crystal bead. Oh, I don't think I've had one of these before. Increase the number of times a crystal sapling can be used. That's cool. So he gives us... Not sure who he's giving us a boost with. But he is gold, so he's probably supposed to be better. So I guess we go with him. He doesn't have the emblems that we need, though. I guess we just grab him. Upgrades the hero's own summoning skills. Sure. Yeah, let's grab another one. Ooh, we can get Ganning again. That's probably the right call. Yeah, just grab him. Slay increases the chance of Slay attribute attack one-hit killing an enemy. Pretty good. More embers. Oh, I guess we should probably go to the form. Seems all right. Got a trophy. Not even sure what the trophy is for. It's hard to tell when there's just so many guys on screen, but there are, one of the things I really like is that you can be mid-combo and then do a dash and continue attacking, and you don't lose your combo. I think that is kind of a nice thing. Oh, took a little damage. But not too bad. We'll gain that back at some point. Speed or bolt? I think we go speed. Well, I mean, this says we get a lot more power out of bolt. Yeah, I guess we'll grab bolt. I truly do think speed is just the best emblem, though. Those embers. Swimming in embers. We can get more bolts. That's probably what we should be doing at this point. There is kind of a bit of a... it's not exactly Risk of Rain because, you know, Risk of Rain, you have the time going, and this one you are still just kind of going through levels. But you only get so many upgrades as you go. So, you know, how are you using... Are you using those upgrades smartly? Or are you just, you know, kind of picking things at random? You really want to get into a build in this game, I've found. It can be a little difficult. Like, there's so much happening on screen, and you're trying to figure out, like, which combos are the most useful to you, and some of them are more useful at different times. He gives us a lot of stuff. We do like all those emblems. This gives us the emblems, more of the emblems that we... No, I guess it... Lightning Arrow, though, something. I think we go with her. I know she doesn't give us as many points, but... Slightly charges Musou gauge when you attack enemies with shock. We're going to do that a lot. But again, I think they're only active if they're in our set. So she's in our set now. Alright, we've got 4,000. We could go Cauldron. This might be a good time to use it. Getting a hero and a box is not bad. Yeah, what the hell? Let's go in here. So there's no fighting in this one. You just kind of go to the Cauldron and can buy some stuff. You can either buy specific heroes. You are... Oh, he's not one of the... I thought he was one of the big guys. I know he's from Wei, but I thought he was one of the big guys from Wei. He does die really early in the book, though. Ooh, Wei Yan gives us 2 Slay emblems. That's pretty good. You can also do... this Half Moon's not bad. We do have a lot of bolts, but I think we actually just do better with Wei Yan here. Although, with these having locks on them, does that mean I unlock them? Because I think I've gotten Long Snake before. Maybe I haven't unlocked these before. I also don't... Like, what does it say chance? Does it say chance because we got the chance and that's why it's cheaper? Not sure. We're going to go with Wei Yan, though. He's got... He gives us those emblems, which we really like. Long Snake does just give us extra 10% speed, which is... kind of sweet. No. No, I think we stay with what we got. Because we just got those Slay emblems from having Wei Yan in here. So, we're getting a lot of A lot of bonuses out of that. All right, this next boss is a little difficult. It flies, and it's a little faster. And a little less predictable. No, not gonna reach him. So just not as many opportunities to hit this guy. I'm gonna take that hit. Ah! Didn't want to take that hit either. Let's try to chop down as much of his health as possible. Okay, we got to half. That's pretty good. Ah! Didn't really want to take that hit either. Ah, man. This is not going well. Oh, this is going really bad. Oh, just stay there. All right, use all our dudes. Can we kill him now? Okay, we got past this one. Woof. So we will get a little health back, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we got 9 health back, I guess. We should gain some health. There you go, we got a little health back. All right, feeling okay about that. Let's get another box. So, can restore 30% of our health. We like that. And increases Tears of Blood paid. Well, we've already spent most of our Tears of Blood, so I kind of don't mind that. That would be pretty good. Causes an explosion that deals extra damage which burns after charge attacks. Reduces our maximum health. But that's just our maximum health, not our current health. Explosions are kind of nice. Or bestows us with 3 of one of the following emblems: Vigor, Skill, Strength, Speed, Wisdom, or Charm. It's not so good. I think it's one of these top ones. Like, getting just a bunch of our health back is pretty good right now. Yeah, what am I kidding? I want the explosions. So we were at 176, now we're at 158. It's not terrible. Anything you recommend? Nope, all the same. Let's go into the third circle of hell. So I've gotten to what I think is the end of this game once, and I kind of got stomped. So I have made it past all this stuff. I do like these explosions. I'm not gonna lie, explosions pretty cool. Okay, upgrading our speed there is pretty good. So those should just be for the round. Okay. We are through. Really need to boost our health, though. Yuan Shao gets us some stuff. Hanzo does give us double speed, though, which is really good. I guess you gotta go with Yuan Shao, though. Gives you Tears of Bloods when you attack enemies with shock. We are gonna do that a lot. Okay. Okay, we gotta go to the Peach Tree now and get some health back. It's starting to become a real run, so we want to live. Alright, we'll get some embers. Oh, we ran right back into that wave. We didn't have to do that. Get out of there. Oh, look at all that purple. Oh, get out of there. Oh. It can be tough. Like, what the hell is going on? It's, I don't know. Oh, what? No! I got stuck! Oh, that sucks. I didn't have to die there. That's a bummer. We did get... Did we get 10,000? Oh, we got 10,000 embers. That's, pretty good. Pretty good. All right. You know, not a bad run. Did you forget about us? No, we were bringing assemble. Well, okay, assemble's R2, isn't it? So yeah, I guess we could have used it right there and probably lived, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So now that we've done a run, now we go into our Hall of Bonded Souls, and we have. Is my camera blocking it? Yes, it is. So we got no idea what to do with this camera. So we've got 10,000 embers to play with. So let's do what we came here for, and let's. Actually, this is cheaper to go this way. Do we care? Quick summons. Sure, I like quick summons. That's probably a useful thing to get. Enables you to use summoning skills with R1 during charge attacks. I don't think I've ever hit R1 playing this game. So, sure. Ah, it does have a longer cooldown, though. Interesting. Okay. So you do just kind of get more stuff. Let's get Ryza, I guess. So ridiculous. Yeah. It's so silly. I feel like there's so many other characters they could have brought in. But sure. I mean, we can get more of those characters if we wanted to. Honda's probably a really good one to get. Anyone that has these exclamation marks are apparently really good ones to get. I think they unlock more, like, bigger synergies with some characters. But honestly, anybody you get's fine. We definitely want to get this guy over here. He's big and important. And then this guy is also pretty big and important for his game. We could get Sao. He's relatively important. More than relatively important. I think maybe we just keep working our way to Lubu. We do want Sima Yi as well for his stuff, so... Oh, we don't have... We need to unlock him first. I see. I haven't played a whole lot of Samurai Warriors, but I have played Pokemon Conquest, which some of these Samurai Warriors... Oh, I shouldn't say Samurai Warriors. I should just say historical Japanese figures. Some of these Samurai Generals are also in that game. I remember him being like a little squat guy in that game. I guess he's not so much in here. Man, I don't know. Oh. Suen Shen is, I believe, how you actually pronounce that. He should be bigger. He's one of the three kingdoms. Eventually, I guess. Man, I guess I don't really know. I just want people. Zhuge Liang, he's relatively important. All right, let's grab whatever this demon. Oh, okay, it's another formation. I think the formations are boring. I want dudes, right? Just give me dudes. And also, when you unlock these people, you see that they are giving some bonus there. The +4 to health, that's just for all characters. You get an extra +4 health. So as you unlock more guys, you should be able to go deeper into the game. These are permanent unlocks, not just for the characters themselves, but as like a permanent thing. So an extra 7 health with Sao is not bad. Yeah, all right, we'll just grab Sao. Pretty good. All right, I should probably call it, but we did just get Ryza, so maybe we play with Ryza for a bit, see what her stuff is about. Also, every character has a unique weapon, and so far I've only unlocked one unique weapon, and that is Goemon's. Goemon is kind of a joke character in this game, so to have his final weapon out of all the people I could have gotten final weapons for, not super happy about that, but he was kind of fun. I guess we're gonna play as Ryza. They're so ridiculous. How does she even play? I mean, she'll play like anybody else, I guess. All right. Oh yeah, Ryza and Masamune Date are definitely good friends. Everybody knows that. We do want the speed, though, for sure. She is ice, so I guess having this is useful. Alright, this is just regular strong attack. That actually is pretty good. Whoa! That square triangle is pretty good. Seems like that gives you a lot of attacks. Kind of machine guns them. That gives us more ice. They all give us ice. I kind of want the charge. But I guess I guess this is probably better. Let's go speed. So tap. Oh, that was too many. But that's also really good. Yeah, that's nuts. Wow. Okay, yeah, that square triangle is real nice. None of these are actually that useful. Let's reroll. Zhangha is probably our best one. Although Zhurong's not bad. Yeah, let's go with Zhurong. Try to keep fire and ice even. Yep, just going for the embers. That is kind of great. 2, 4. Okay, so she's got a really low attack string, but her attacks are really strong. It's pretty good. We'll see if we can get to the boss of this. Form an alliance with a powerful hero. Okay. I think I've gotten 1 or 2 of these in the past. God, she just does throw like a nuclear bomb at everybody. What? I thought I was out of that attack range. Let's go wisdom. Shoyun is pretty good. Sasa we just got. He gives us a bunch of stuff. I think Cao Cao is kind of the clear choice, even though it's saying Nobunaga is better. No, I think you go Cao Cao. Punishes health by 1% after 800 consecutive hits. Sure. This music is also jarring. Fire, please. So she's like glass cannon, super powerful, but she also leaves herself wide open quite a bit. Actually, she reminds me a lot of like Lucas from Smash Brothers. Yeah, there. Yeah, just throwing nuclear bombs around the screen is pretty cool. All right, I have a feeling we're gonna lose this boss fight because we got a lot of embers and didn't get a lot of characters. But she's actually one of the more, you know, rangy characters I've played with. So maybe it'll be fine. And we got to close to halfway. Oh, get out of there. Oh, no. All right, we're going Musou mode. What's our Musou? Just raining down meteors? Sure, just more nuclear bombs. Oh, we're taking so much damage. She's kind of slow and doesn't have good evasion. Oh no, we're gonna take a big hit. Oh, we missed it. That's good. Oof. Oof. Oh, he's hurt. Sure, let's use our stuff. Can we finish him in 2 phases? I don't know. No, it's gonna take a 3rd phase. I don't think we've got enough life for a 3rd phase. Alright, Musou at least keeps us invulnerable for a bit. Ugh. Oh no. Get us out! Get us out! There. Oh, woof. Yikes. Yeah, that was a lot tougher. I found I'm much more consistent when I'm using the big, slow, brutish characters, like a Zhang Liao or like a Sao Ren. Those guys are both pretty useful. Sure. I mean, do I want to go a little bit further? No, we're already in an hour. We showed this off. Here, I'll do her. Oh, I was gonna do her Musou. She That's ridiculous. I love it. I don't know why she's in here, but sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Warriors Abyss. I think this game is fun. I think it's just kind of fine. But it doesn't seem like a lot of people talked about it. It kind of came and went. And honestly, it was very weird that Omega Force, the makers of Dynasty Warriors, released Dynasty Warriors Origins in January, and then they released this in February. It's like, you guys just put out a game. We're still playing that one. But I'm happy as a Warriors fan, as a Three Kingdoms fan, to just get more of my historical dudes. I love them so much. And to have another game that plays around with that, even if, you know, is this better than Hades? No, not really. You should play Hades. You should play Vampire Survivors. You should play all sorts of other games over this one. But I'm still having a pretty good time with it, and I come back to it every once in a while, and I find myself kind of getting sucked into it, and not being able to just do one run and put it down. I gotta play more. So I don't know. Maybe you'll see this again on another episode of ChaseyKPlays. But for now, it was just a nice thing, palate cleanser, as I wait to get back on scheduled track with Bobby for Stranger Than Split Fiction, our current series that we're doing as we play through Hazelight's Split Fiction game, which has been pretty fun. We've had a good time with it. We've recorded one episode of that. You can go back and check that out, and then fingers crossed next week we'll be able to get back on the Split Fiction train and see more of that game because it's pretty cool. Other than that, go check out the Casual Hour, a podcast I do with Bobby Pease. It's go to casualhour.com or twitch.tv/the Casual Hour. Links to all that stuff is in the description. We do our podcast once a week on Wednesdays, and then we also stream Mondays and Fridays as well. Lots of good stuff. And then I have another podcast that I do with my good friend Pierce Corshane. It's called Pilot Program, where Pierce and I watch the first episodes of every single television show ever made. We're 32 episodes of our show in so far, so we've made a dent. We're getting there. There's only like a billion more TV shows to get to, but I'm sure we'll get to them all eventually. But that's been a lot of fun to do with Pierce. Our last episode, as of this recording, was on Columbo, which I had a fantastic time with. So come join us and listen to how we think about TV and think about the first episodes of TV specifically, because that's it's neat. It's a good thing to do. It's fun to hang out with friends. Link for that is also in the description. All right, I'm gonna head out. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you next week for another episode of ChaseyKPlays. Till then, go play something, I guess. Go have a good time. Get the hell out of here. Stop watching me. Go. Go, go, go.